Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with Newcastle United. The season is over. We are champions of England. It was stressful. It was very, very stressful. For me, it was about 10 minutes ago is when that happened. For you, it was like 2 days ago. We are back because we do have to play the Europa Cup 2 final against Belenenses. We've also got some end of season awards, I think, and they've all just come through right now. First of all, Cesar Girardini wins himself Footballer of the Year, English Footballer of the Year, 21 years old. Also, I think if we give him a pat on the back for that, well done. It's been a good year, thanks boss. He's also won English Players Player of the Year award, so he obviously has had a very good season. In fact, he's had a really good season because he's won English Players Young Player of the Year award as well. I feel like that's harsh that he wins both of them. Somebody else should win that one. He was also the third top goal scorer in the league with 21 goals and 5 assists to his name, just 1 goal behind Esposito and Buitink. If he scored a goal in that final game of the season, he would have finished second. Maybe actually he would have stayed third because he would have also had 5 assists. I don't know how it works. The awards keep rolling in. Adnan as well picking up the Golden Glove Award, so the best goalkeeper in the league, only letting in 25 goals, 22 clean sheets as well. You can have a pat on the back too, my friend. I won Manager of the Year, 76% win ratio. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Also, the chairman is happy that I won the award. Good job. I mean, I'm sure he's happier that we won the Premier League, but whatever. Team of the Year, we have 9 players in Team of the Year. 9. We would have had 10, I think, if Edson didn't get injured. Adnan, Delati, Zelaya, Andre Restrepo, Girardini, Chole, Melbourne, and Stanford. Can't really claim Stanford too much, but I think if Edson didn't get injured. Also, where's Marlon Charles in that? Where is Marlon Charles? Girardini should be there. Marlon Charles should be there. We should have that entire team, the whole thing. A bunch of players as well also get a whole load of money for being in the Team of the Year as well, so that's probably about £1 million. Cool. Right, I think that's enough for some awards for now. I think next up we play the Europa League 2 Cup final, and then we have a few more awards after that, so I'll be back in a minute. Right then, let's win ourselves our 3rd trophy of the season, shall we? Against Belenenses in the Europa League 2 final, a team who are on excellent form, but I imagine that's only because they're playing Europa League 2 matches. The starting lineup then will be Wang in goal, Delati, Flo, Andre and Restrepo at the back, Charles Cesar as the defensive midfielder, Bill Melbourne will be partnering Greg Huddle in the middle of the pitch, Girardini and the bad boy Bobby Mills as the wingers, and Jabari Stanford as the striker. You'll notice that we're playing Huddle and Bobby Mills because this is our last opportunity really to give these players an opportunity to play football in the first team, because when we leave at the end of the season, I'm pretty sure anyone who comes in isn't going to play them. They're just going to get sold. So we're going to give them a chance to win another trophy. Well, we've made the very short trip from Newcastle down to Birmingham, haven't we, to play at Villa Park. I don't know whether these are any good. Let's click on some players. Kikas, he's alright, he's not bad. We've also got Luis Rosa. He's not bad, is he? He looks pretty good. They've got Benny in the middle of the pitch. Sure, they're getting on a bit, aren't they, some of these players? Cunha, 28. He's alright, I guess. Basically, what I'm trying to say is Belenenses aren't anything special, are they? And we are very special. We are champions of England. Twice, technically, because the Carabao Cup is an English competition, and I'm claiming that as being champions of England as well. Also, I'm playing Wang in this game because he has kind of been our cup goalkeeper for most of it, and he didn't get to pick up a Premier League winners medal despite the fact he was on the bench all flipping season. Right, we've got ourselves a throw. Delati to Jabari Stanford. Back to Delati even. Delati again, crosses in. Bobby Mills is there. Doesn't win the header. Girardini on the volley. Bobby Mills is there. This time, his 8th goal of the season. And the bad boy Bobby Mills has made it 1-0 in the Europa League 2 final. This match is pretty much over. This is going to be more convincing than the Reading game, I reckon. Well, Stanford's injured. Good. Great. Well done. Good job, you. Who have we got? We've got Romero we can bring on. No, we don't. This is what we do. The bad boy Bobby Mills is going to play as a striker. He's going to lead the line. Goal kick for Belenenses. Sorry. Plays it across to Luca Garg. Back to the goalkeeper. We're putting a lot of pressure on them at the moment. Thomas forward to Cunha. Deep inside his own half. Finds Benny, the old-timer. I think he was an old-timer, wasn't he? Plays it on the forward. On the floor. On that right-hand side, are they going to cross it in? Restrepo closes down. They've equalised. Luis Rosa was equalised. Wang, for some reason, wasn't paying attention. So I was lying when I said this was going to be as decisive as the Reading game, wasn't I? Well, half-time, it is 1-1. Not exactly the most exciting game of football, but it doesn't really matter. We don't care too much about this competition, although I do want to win the treble. 10 minutes into the second half, and of course nothing is happening because nothing ever happens in the first 15 minutes of any Football Manager game of the second half. Anyway, Delati on the right, crosses in, no he doesn't, Charles Cesar, Melbourne huddle, Charles has got it now, Restrepo with loads of space, into the area he goes, and that is a textbook goal from Carlos Restrepo. He scored 6 of those now. Every single goal he scored, I'm pretty sure, is exactly the same as that one we've just seen. Into the final 15 minutes, let's do ourselves a change. Delati is coming off for Johnny Santos. What else do we do? Girardini off? Maybe we bring on Christchole. Yes, that is what we do for Girardini. I'm pretty sure that is all of our subs, but as this is the weird Europa League thing, I don't know how it works. It's a free kick. How have they scored twice? How have they scored twice? Kick-ass this time. I'd like to think that our team is just being complacent. We're just being complacent because we've already won 2 competitions. We can't win another one. That's just ridiculous. It's going to go into extra time. It is 2-2 at full time, so yes, it will go into extra time. You're going to get another angry team talk. And then, can we do another sub? Is that allowed? We're going to do Bobby Mills off, even though he has scored for Eduardo Romero. That is probably our final substitution. Probably should have looked at penalty takers, because I suspect this is going to go all the way through to penalties. Now, well, we've got through to half-time without a single highlight. We're just going to have to just carry on. Can't do anything. Give a little demand more. 108 minutes on the clock. Melbourne doesn't find Chole, and now Belenenses can potentially counter-attack. Rosa, Flo's gone and got himself off. He's gone and got himself sent off, you silly idiot. You big bloody idiot. Getting yourself a second yellow card. Well, I don't think we can do any subs, can we? So, Charles Cesar, are you any good as a centre-back? Because you're just going to have to try it. Well, he was so good, in fact, that we didn't actually get to see any highlights since he moved there. Right, I'm just going to do that. I'm not even going to pick Greg Huddle stepping up first then. Morieria, whatever his name is. Come on, Greg. Come on, Greg, into the back of the net. 1-0. Belenenses says first penalty taker is Kick-Ass. Good name, by the way. I like that name. Up against Wang. Wang goes the right way, but can't manage to save it. The Brazilian Charles Cesar is up next for the Magpies. What's he going to do? I was expecting that to be saved. I was expecting that one to be saved. Cow now for Belenenses. Where is he going to go? Wang's done it. Wang's the hero. Can Christchole capitalise on the fact that we are now 2-1 up? Can he make it 3? Chole's penalty is a good penalty into the back of the net. Come on, Wang. Do it again. Do it again, Wang. Come on, buddy. You've got this. All the faith in the world in you. All the faith in the world, apart from when they score. Restrepo is up next. Already got a goal to his name in the opening match. Is he going to get himself from the penalty spot? Yes, he does, into the back of the net. It's 3-2. Rosa is stepping up next for Belenenses. He's had to walk the entire length. Like, we've seen the whole highlight for some reason. Here he goes then. I'm thinking it's Rosa. It's probably Rosa, isn't it? Up against Wang. Can he do it again? He can't do it again. He sent the wrong way. The substitute, Eduardo Romero, then. It is up to him. If he scores, we are champions of the Europa League 2, which means we've won both the Europa Leagues. I mean, what more do you want? Romero steps up into the back of the net. We have won the treble. We are champions of Europe. 2 trophies in 2 episodes. 3 trophies in 1 season. We are the best team England have ever seen. Probably shouldn't have gone all the way through to penalties, should it? We were much better. We were the much better side. Although we didn't have any possession, we had a lot of shots. It is a victory. I'm now interested. Does Wang pick up a medal? He played the final. He saved a penalty. If it wasn't for Wang, we would have lost. Adnan would have probably saved 3. Let's give him a calm congratulations. There you go. Nothing too special. Newcastle lift the Euro Cup 2. I'm pretty sure that would be a record. We'll probably be the first team to lift both the Europa League and the Europa League 2. Although I imagine Valencia have probably won it because they love winning Europa Leagues. I don't think Valencia have won the Europa. Sevilla, that's who I'm thinking of, not Valencia. I think we are actually the first team to win both. Unless Porto have won it. Have Porto won it? No, we are the first team to win both the Europa League competitions. We are history makers. Victorious Newcastle celebrate famous treble. Famous treble. We won 3 trophies in 1 season. Who gets medals? Who gets medals? Is Wang on there? Yes, Wang is there. Wang gets himself a medal. That's all I'm interested in. To be fair, Anyone who kicked a ball in the Europa League 2 gets a medal by the looks of it. Even Robert Coleman's got one. Pearce, one of the top managers in England. I'm the 8th best manager ever. The 8th best English manager ever. Better than Roy Hodgson. I mean, that doesn't sound great, does it? Most of the things he won weren't even in England. In fact, everything he won wasn't in England. Board are happy that we've won that as well. They wanted us to get to the final. We obviously won it from the final. Restrepo had a lovely time scoring a penalty. Good job, you. Bunch of people get some win bonuses. Well, we've gone forward a few more days and we do have our end of season awards. Then the starting 11, team of the year. We all know what it is. Apart from Eric Horn. Apparently Eric Horn makes it in there over Edson. What? He played, how many? He played 8. He played 8 games for us on that right wing. He scored twice. Edson should definitely be in that. Player of the season is Marlon Charles with Girardini and Cesar in 2nd and 3rd. Johnny Santos, goal of the season. Bill Melbourne was the signing of the season with Marlon Charles as the young player. Have a look at some stats then. Girardini, 31 goals. Marlon Charles getting a couple of average ratings and most assists. 15 assists as well is very good. Adnam, highest pass completion. I was expecting that to be Charles Cesar, to be honest. Girardini, 9 man of the match awards. Charles Cesar, 14 yellow cards. And Flo gets himself an award at the end of the season. That's the what's his name? The Sean Longstaff spot. He gets himself sent off in the final game of the season just so he gets a mention. Let's take a look then at the Johnny Santos goal, which I believe was in the Europa League knockout stages, if I'm not mistaken. So Restrepo has the ball, plays it across to Santos. One touch, bang, no, waffles it from a distance into the bottom corner. Not the best goal we've seen. Well, we're having a board meeting to talk about the club's long-term vision. My long-term vision is I'm not going to be here. So you want the new manager to play attacking football, make the most of set pieces, entertaining football, all of this fancy stuff. We are getting a new stadium at some point as well. I don't know when that's happening. So even next season, they don't want us to win the league. They want just qualify top 4, basically. Top 4, get to the semi-final of the Champions League. That's pretty steep. Then challenge for silverware, win silverware, and then win the Premier League. Sure, we'll accept that. We're not going to be here. Right, where do we get to send them on an end-of-season break? We're going to send them to China. We're going to send Wang to China. You can have a lovely trip. 2 more bits of record-breaking news. Girardini has been the top scorer for Newcastle. 31 goals in one season, which breaks Nicky Monasterio's from 4 years ago of just 24. Adnam also breaking his own record by 9 more clean sheets. That's a lot of clean sheets. Now, I don't know whether there's too much more to go on this save, but we've got a couple of more bits here, or one more bit anyway. The commercial summary, which I always like to have a look at. I say this every year. I always like to have a look at this, and I don't really know why. Edson is the top shirt seller. Fair enough. Marlon Charles in 2nd. Bill Melbourne in 3rd, Christ Chole and Girardini as the 5th one. Everything's gone up apart from the competition prize money. We won the flipping Premier League. How's that gone down? Well, it is the 1st of June and this is where we are going to end it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save this so I can come back to it in my own personal time. But this is where the YouTube series is going to end. I'm going to save it. I'm going to then resign. And then I'm going to holiday for 2 years maybe, then 5 years, then 10 years, just to see what happens to my beloved Newcastle United. I've built such a great squad. I've built such a good squad here. There are so many good players. I'm also going to do one more episode after this one, which is going to be me looking back a little bit at the save. So expect 2 more episodes, I think. Obviously, none of them are going to contain any more games, but yeah, expect 2 more episodes where we're just going to have a quick look back at where we've been and a look forward at where the club is going to go. Wait, before we go, before we resign from Newcastle United, I just had a quick check, and we're a club legend. We are there. We have made it. Yes, we're not as good as Bobby Robson or Alan Shearer, but we're better than Kevin Keegan. Girardini has also made it onto the favoured personnel list. Anybody else? Marlon Charles has made it onto the icons list. This is probably the first time that I've played this in a while where this isn't populated with hundreds of players that I've bought. It is only Marlon Charles. Now, what I like to do before I leave a club is I like to try and basically demand absolutely everything. But the problem is, I don't think there's anything to even ask for. I think they're just going to probably just let me have it, aren't they? I mean, what can we do? Get another affiliate club? Let's try and get an affiliate club. Sure. One with good youth recruitment. I want to, if this isn't, if this If you don't grant this request, there you go, got there in the end, I'm not sure I can carry my job. Let's see what happens. If you feel that way, then it's probably best if we part company. Are you sure that's what you want? So, hold on. A club legend has just asked for a new feeder club and you've gone, no, we'll rather fire you. I mean, that seems a bit backwards, doesn't it? I mean, we're doing it. We're just, there you go. We're tendering our resignation. We wish you all the best in the future, and regret has come to this. I mean, I've just left the club based on the fact they won't give me a feeder club. That's just ridiculous. Good to see that Luis Nascimento also leaves the club with me. Good job, buddy. Well, that is going to do it then for this save. Thank you very much for watching this episode, this season, this save, all of it. Thank you very much to everyone who subscribed new to the channel. There's been a lot of you. This has been arguably my most popular save I've ever done on the channel, and thank you very much everybody who has joined for the Newcastle save and the Everton bit as well. Thank you as well. What am I doing next? Well, hopefully by the time this video comes out, the Southport save has returned, so that will carry on. But I'm also thinking about my next steps, and it will not be in England. I'm thinking we might be trying the challenge that I set myself at the start of Football Manager 20, a save in Switzerland with St. Gallen. That was the team that I picked, so I think that's probably what we're going to go for. Don't hold me to that because I never really stick to these promises anyway. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. I'll be back next time with more Football Manager.